What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard budget deck for you. Today we've got 2 mythics and 5 rares total, so a little fewer rares than usual. And we're playing Black-White Reanimator. Starting with our reanimation targets, we've got 2 copies of Valgavoth Terror Eater, 2 copies of Zetalpa Prime Dawn from the new set, 6 white for a 4/8 legendary Elder Dinosaur with flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, and indestructible. So basically nothing short of a exile effect is going to deal with this guy if we get him out. And then 3 copies of Koma World Eater. 3 green, blue for an 8/12 legendary serpent. Can't be countered, although we're not really going to be casting it too often anyway. Trample, ward of 4, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, we get to create 4 3/3 blue serpent tokens. Now, we're going to try and get these guys into the graveyard a little with 4 Collector's Vault, 3 Splitskin Doll, 4 Commune with Evil. We're going to try and get them back out of the graveyard. 4 Valgavoth's Faithful, 4 Zombify from the new set, 3 into black, sorcery, return a creature card from our graveyard to the battlefield, and 2 copies of Rite of the Moth. Got a little bit of removal in 2 cut down, 4 Bitter Triumph. Bitter Triumph is going to get us another way to get the creatures out of our hand and into the graveyard so we can reanimate them. And then we've got 2 copies of Lively Dirge, which is going to pull double duty, both because it can go find whichever of our large threats we want, put it in the graveyard for us to reanimate. It's also going to let us bring back some number of Valgavoth's Faithfuls and Splitskin Dolls to get a little extra value. So, just with the Dirge, we can put a big guy in the bin and get back the Faithful to return the big guy. And it's an all-in-one package. 7 plains, 9 swamps, 4 Scoured Barren, 4 Hidden Grotto. And that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe. And I'll see you over there. This is keepable. Make a vault and wait to find out what color they're actually playing. Black. Let's go ahead and get a removal out of their hand. No cut down. Okay, doke. We get an extra card then. Vampire Nighthawk. Yeah, we'll keep a land. Get rid of that Nighthawk. Get in for a couple. That's a Glissa. Get rid of the doll. Let's dig one more time, see if we can find a big guy to put in the bin. Nope. So we'll just try him for 3 life. And get him for 3 again. I think I overlooked playing a land this turn, but we'll be fine. Commune. No sign of our big guys yet. So we'll just swing in with this. Pass it back. Another Llanowar. Tenacity. No blocks. Go ahead and... Nope, not that half, that half. Put Zetalpa in the bin. Get Zetalpa out of the bin. No tax. Excuse me. There's a Conqueror. Dig a little more. Get rid of a Koma. Fly in. So we've got the double strike, so we'll be able to live through a Conqueror blocking us. And they're pondering the situation. They give that hexproof and indestructible. I'm not sure why. Get Koma into play. Pass it back. Get you out of here. Tyvar stand. Sure thing. You block here. You block here. You block here. That'll do it. Oh yeah, we can keep this. Not amazing. Need to find a reanimation spell of some sort. But I'm sure that can be arranged. Found it. There's the vault. Make it a land. End step, we'll be able to vault the Koma into the bin. And then get it back with the Zombify. And that should be all we need. An opponent is elfing it up. Get rid of that Koma. We'll get back the Koma. We're going to go with that because it's going to make blockers. Because we assume they're going to be making more elves. Unless they decide they're done with us. Let's see what we can do with this. Green black for the opponent. We can keep that thing. Find ourselves a Zetalpa. Pass it back. Whole game of nobody doing anything. Alright, now we'll get some action maybe. Get the indestructible guy against the deck that's going to have spot removal. At least playing black-green, I assume there's a handful of spot removal. Make themselves a fish. Got a doubling season. Don't really want to draw that. Forgot for the double strike for a moment. Pass it back. See what they come up with. There could very well be some exile effect that I'm not thinking of that they could use to get rid of Zetalpa, but I don't. Nothing's coming to mind. Ren and Realmbreaker.
I fight for every plane.
It comes out already at 8. They could ultimate, but they don't. They're going to mill 3.
A small gift.
And get back a permanent. And they get an Ashiok. Get in with Zetalpa. End the turn. See what they draw into. They could land the Vraska, have it end up with double counters. If they don't, they go for the Ashiok.
A world that appreciates my talents.
A couple little guys. Well, more than a couple, and they give us the good game. Think, well, we'll try it. We just need to draw a couple lands. There's a land, so we're on our way. Get the Sanctifier out of here. Nothing good ever comes of him. Goodbye to Koma. End the turn. Going for 3 again. Make ourselves a Koma. Essence Channeler is no match for Koma. I'm not sure what just happened there. They took the inoffensive guy with the Sheltered by Ghosts and then conceded. So I don't know if that was a proper concession or if they misclicked. But in either case, we win. Alright, this looks plausible. Now, even though the Rite of the Moth brings it back with a finality counter when we reanimate something, the fact that Zetalpa is indestructible sort of offsets that. And then if we have either of our other two, they both have high ward costs. So it's as if, you know, as if the finality counter wasn't even an issue. Pitch you. Nice Spinewood's Armadillo to go get a land. Gain a little life. Gonna get in for 2. Commune with Evil. Find land number 4. Gain a little life ourselves. Vine Lasher. Bring this Zetalpa into play. Get in for 2. We don't think they're going to block because they're hoping to use these guys to ping us. Their problem. Oh, they do block. Cool. That's one less thing to ping us with. As well as somebody we can get back if we Lively Dirge. And I screwed up because a few minutes ago I had thought about Shielded Edict. And I got busy talking. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I thought I'd Rite of the Moth it, but nope, it was just a regular reanimation. Dirge. Put a Valgavoth in the bin. Return a doll. Get rid of a Triumph. And fortunately we drew the Faithful, so we can use that to get back the Valgavoth next turn if we desire. Conduit of Worlds. Going to let them replay lands from their bin. Give them a nice little recursion for the Vine Lasher. Pardon? Gain back a life. Do the obvious thing of Faithful into Valgavoth. We're on brand. No attacks. They're going to need to make a couple more permanents before they can even start thinking about dealing with Valgavoth. So I think we're in a fairly good spot here. They're weighing the options. Vine Lash again. Hit us with a bunch of triggers. Take it all down to 14. We'll keep their land. Swing over with this guy. Get back to Zetalpa. And that's more than enough. Alright, this looks acceptable. Builder's Talent, okay. Make the vault. We have a lookout. Now the question is, do I want to vault Or do I want to commune? I think we want to vault because that's going to guarantee a big body going in the bin where the commune doesn't necessarily. Vaulting also lets us keep up the cut down if we want. Get rid of you. Try and bring him right into play. Right into play. All right. And the turn. Invasion. What are they going to go find? Sunfall. Keep that where it is. He puts the others on the bottom. So we will go ahead and get him out of the way. Play that thing, get an extra land. Fly over for 9. End of the turn. They are probably going to Sunfall right now. And that's going to let us reanimate Zetalpa next turn. Turn. Cornucopia. Sure thing. And a Bailoff. They're gaining some life. Vault. Get rid of a land. Come over in the air. Base power 3/3, sure. Block you. Get rid of you. Surge of Salvation. Down to 1. Before I do that, let me double check. Is there a... There is not. So just pass it back. And that's the deck. Very happy with its performance. We wound up with a 10-4 record while recording today. I don't know how many of the losses are going to make it into the video because it seemed that every single loss coincided with my dogs barking a lot. But 10-4 was the record. Very happy with our reanimation target choices, especially the fact that we are in the same colors as the Zetalpa and the Valgavoth, so they're easy enough to hard cast. Koma, not so much, but we've got the Collector's Vault, which makes the treasure tokens. We've got the Hidden Grotto to make colored mana, so we are able to cast everything. The other thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, because of the finality counter, sometimes the right play isn't to reanimate your big guy. If you have the mana, you want to go ahead and reanimate the Faithful and then use that to get back the big guy. But if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.